Welcome, my friends, to the Rubber Ducky nominations live. This is the first time we are doing this live. I am excited to get into this 1 hour live discussion and reveal show with you guys to tell you all what we all in the Cinema Squad decided to put for each category, our nominations for the second annual Rubber Duckies. And after we reveal all these nominations, you guys will be able to vote and have your voice heard for the second year in a row, because that is why we do this. We do this for the love of film, but because we want to make this a communal effort. Talking about community, we got some people here with us today, some of the specialist people in the YouTube game, like a certain birthday boy, Mr. Dan. Dan, first off, happy birthday, my friend. How old are you? You don't have to answer that.
21.
21. Nice. You don't look a day over 22.
Thank you.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Dan, I'm happy to have you on here. Our first ever live stream when it comes to nominations, right? We wanted to make this a little bit more awards-like. And so I think a live stream is a pretty good way to go about it.
It is, yes. The Power Hour was really fun last year, but yeah, this is really exciting as well. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of make it, like you said, more award-like.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Let's bring on someone who is the living embodiment of an Oscar trophy. It is Anthony.
Oh my God. What's up, everybody? I'm nerding out. I'm happy to be here. Happy birthday, Dan.
Thank you.
What's up, John? Beautiful job.
Thank you, thank you. I feel like if you had an actual Oscar trophy in the Bronx, it would get stolen almost immediately.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Anthony, I love it. I love it. That New York attitude. We put some of that into our nominations today. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But hey, we all know when it comes to attitude, there's a king. And that's Mr. Bergeron.
I don't know if I should be happy or sad that that's what I'm known-ish for.
Just do Beyonce, like king of attitude.
There you go.
Does that work? Does that work? What's going on? Dan, I hope you've had the most upsideiest birthday.
Thank you.
Everybody, wish Dan a very merry happy birthday in the comments. Dan, you said you were 30?
Yes, 30.
I heard you. I heard you before I said what I said. Nice, man. That's so cool. So cool. I am and have always been the youngest member of the Cinema Squad, and still am. Almost to 30, just half a decade more.
Wow.
Guys, we got a couple people in the chat before we get into our nominations. I just want to say hi to them. Of course, we want to get this ball rolling, but we got the view with Drew. He says, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey,
What's up,
Drew? I don't know if Eric had a part 1 to this. I can't find it, but it says, "Or the Batman for like anything."
I think he's saying snubs.
Oh, that's right. That is correct. There is a little prompt when you go into the live stream that says if you think we have any snubs, go ahead and put them in the comments, and we'll discuss those nubs. Guys, we got Katie from Popping the Popcorn. What is up, Katie?
What's up, Katie?
Oh, guys, we got Mr. Schofield from Schofield Studios in the chat. He says Nope and Batman are winning at least one category.
Some bold predictions.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. We'll get into that. We don't even know if one or two or both are nominated for much.
Or at all.
We got Happy Birthday, Dan, from The View with Drew.
Thank you.
I think the Batman will win 1 or 2 categories. Nice little predictions. Let's see your Rubber Duckies prediction videos on your channels, guys.
Yes, please.
Yes.
We welcome any and all promotion.
Yes. Lisa Loves is here. She says, "Hi, everyone."
Lisa.
She is also wishing Dan a happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Another happy birthday. We got happy birthdays coming.
Wow.
A question here from Drew. I won't answer. But do you guys think Wakanda Forever will win some categories? Answer down below if you think. Might not even be nominated for much. Who knows? I'm just going to keep saying that for every movie people start bringing up. Castellar Garcia, good night, my friend.
Good night.
Same. Happy birthday, Dan.
Thank you.
Damn.
Wow, my happy birthdays.
And just a lot of back and forth here. Oh, we got my wife is in the chat. She says, hi, everybody. She is not here right now. She's out celebrating her father's birthday. I was going to be there.
Dare he on the same day as Dan?
I thought you were going to say on the same day as the Rubber Ducky nominations video.
And that too.
It was going to work out good, but then last minute it just didn't work out. But we are there. We got Francisco Fragoso with 4 eyes, looking sus.
A little sus.
That is either my father-in-law or my brother-in-law. I don't know who.
I thought that was just Francis making a fake profile as a guy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm not Francis. I'm just Francisco.
All right. Here's one thing from Eric before we move into our first couple of nominations. Well, you're at it. Feel free to snub Top Gun.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Who knows? It might not be nominated for much. Told you. I'm going to say for every movie. For every movie. Guys, thank you for being on. This is great. We really want to be here for about 1 hour at most. So we will be going through these quickly. But before we get into our first categories, we got some important dates to bring up to you guys. Sunday, February 5th, 2023. That is the official date of when voting closes. So tonight, after the nominations are revealed, you will have the chance to vote. But you will have until the 5th of February to vote. And that is it. Your vote will count in between that 1 month span. And of course, the most important date of them all is Sunday, February 19th, 2023. It is the 2nd annual Rubber Ducky Film and Television Awards ceremony, and it will only be on Lost in the Real. All of that info is down in the description below. Links down in the description below, including Lost in the Real, where the 2nd annual Rubber Ducky Film and TV Awards will be held. Guys, excited.
Yes.
Let's go real quick to our brother in arms that is not here with us, Mr. Shawn from Lost in the Real, whose channel will be hosting the ceremony. He is not here with us today, but he did send us all a nice little video with all of the categories that he will individually be announcing. Guys, let's check this out.
Hello everyone, this is Shawn from Lost in the Real. Unfortunately, I cannot be here right now because I have to work. So, while everyone else gets to be live with all of you, I'm going to be doing this at home the night before. But I am so excited for the 2nd annual Rubber Ducky Awards. And I'm going to be announcing all of the TV awards. We have decided to add 2 more TV awards just so we don't just have 1 TV award. What am I saying? What am I talking about? So we have added 2 TV categories to the selection this year. We've added Best Supporting TV Performance by a male or a female, as well as Best Leading TV Performance by a male or a female to go along with the 10 best television shows of 2022. Also, I would love for you guys to let us know, are these categories that you want to see? And if you want to see any other categories next year, let us know. This is a show for the people. So without further ado, let's get started on the 3 television categories, starting with Best Supporting TV Performance. We got We have Anthony Starr as Homelander in The Boys Season 3. We have Matt Smith as Prince Damon in House of the Dragon. We have Niecy Nash as Glenda Cleveland in Dahmer. Ray Seahorn as Kim Wexler in Better Call Saul Season 6. And last but not least, we have Yvonne Strahovski as Serena Waterford in The Handmaid's Tale Season 5. Next up, we have our best leading TV performance by a male or a female. We have Bob Odenkirk as Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul Season 6. We have Elizabeth Moss as June Osborne in The Handmaid's Tale Season 5. We have Evan Peters as Dahmer in Dahmer. We have Patty Considine as King Viserys in House of the Dragon. And last but not least, we have Zendaya as Rue Bennett in Euphoria Season 2. And of course, we have Best Television Series of 2022, starting off with a show that was just canceled but deserves way more love, 1899 from Netflix. We have Better Call Saul Season 6 from AMC, The Boys Season 3 from Amazon Prime, Euphoria Season 2 from HBO, The Handmaid's Tale Season 5 from Hulu, Heartstopper from Netflix, House of the Dragon from HBO, Peacemaker from HBO Max, Severance from Apple TV Plus, and Stranger Things Season 4 from Netflix. So those are the 3 TV categories for 2022. Thank you so much for all of your love and your support for the Cinema Squad, for the Rubber Duckies. We are so pumped and so excited to bring you guys the best show possible. So please make sure to let all of your friends, your family, your loved ones, your hated ones, whoever they might be, whoever loves movies or TV, let them know about the Rubber Duckies and let them know to vote, vote, vote. We got to get those votes in because we want to know what the consensus is. So thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Mwah.
All right.
Great job there, my friend Shawn. If you're not watching
Very
live
nice.
from work, you're going to watch pre-recorded. And thank you for that little video. Guys, our first 3 categories, and they are the only 3 categories within our TV branch of the Rubber Duckies, right? So we got TV supporting role. We got Anthony Starr, The Boys, Matt Smith, House of Dragon, all these nice little supporting categories. What is one here that maybe is a snub within the group? Maybe one that right off the top of our head, we think, oh man, it was right there. It's number 6. It's number 7. It's let me bring that to Dan. Dan might have something.
So I mean, I love Stranger Things, obviously. So like really anyone this season, I mean, most of them from this season were really great. I think Eddie Munson, I know his actor's name, I'm blanking on it now. I think he's just a fan favorite. Everyone loved him, and he was really good. And yeah, I think we would have liked to see him here. It just was tough. And for me, Noah Schnapp, I almost voted for Will Byers. I thought he put on a really good performance in this season. But really, everyone in Stranger Things, I wish we could, put them all up there, or most of them.
Yeah. I brought up that question because of the Eddie Munson character as well. He was so close of getting in, right, Jace? If you want to expand on that a little bit.
Oh yeah, there was that actually was like the main point of discussion when we were coming across this pick specifically, was we all had these good picks and we felt like we came to a good general consensus amongst them, but then all of a sudden it just like smacked us right there in the face. We were like, oh, Eddie Munson from Stranger Things, how could we? And there was some consideration of going backwards and tweaking some things, but we felt like it was a solid list altogether. We hope you all agree, but obviously, it's a tough choice, right? That's what's so nice when there's so many good selections from the year.
Yeah, no, exactly. Anthony, I really appreciate that you brought a show here that we didn't see last year, and that's Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I have been such a hardcore fan of this series and Breaking Bad for years. So, like, anything I could do for that show to help it out and raise awareness. I mean, it already has a big following, but I know you guys aren't onto it too much just yet. I highly recommend it. And yeah, man, I'm just happy to have recommended that and gotten those gotten that nod in there for Bob Odenkirk and Rhea Seehorn. So, and I hope it wins. We'll see what happens. It's just the TV category is really tough this year. But what an awesome year for TV.
Mhm.
Definitely agree, Anthony. To go back to Better Call Saul real quick, I didn't even think there were any strong supporting performances in this show. I haven't seen it per se, but it's called Better Call Saul. Bob Odenkirk is the face. Didn't really think that anybody else was going to be Rubber Duckies material for a supporting nomination, and yet we see Rhea Seehorn here again. Just how to bring that up. I think this year's television categories are, I think, trumps last year's, even though we only had one last year anyhow. But I saw a lot more TV than I did in my entire life this 2022. That was a big player in there. And if I could sell my pick here, listen, guys, I'm going to sell my pick here. Yvonne Strahovski for The Handmaid's Tale Season 5. That is one of the greatest performances in television I have seen this year, supporting or not. She just happens to fall in the supporting role. Check up short little YouTube videos if you don't want to go through 5 seasons of a show to understand the context of the characters' motives and whatnot. But she did great. She did great, right? When it comes to our leading performances, we didn't really have too much of a hard decision, right? I think most of us got our number ones in. I might be wrong.
There wasn't a lot of arguing really at all on any of these. It was pretty. I think, yeah, like you're right. You're right. Everybody pretty much got what we wanted, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we got our 10 nominees for Best Television Series. Jace, expand real quickly on the disappointment of Netflix's cancellation of Your Choice. And it wasn't even just you. Many people in the squad, I haven't seen the show, but many people in the squad agreed that it was a great show. 1899.
Right. The news of it was impeccable timing. It was extremely coincidental because right as I was even considering some of the choices for our nominations before our meeting and everything was when the article came through, or at least when I first saw it, that the show was canceled. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Again, what are the chances that right when we're talking about, what's one of the best shows of the year? The one that just got canceled. You know, the only thing I'd like to just mention about it is I think it just goes to show how odd of a turn Netflix has taken. You know, you consider that back when it started or closer to when it started, as a streaming service anyway, they were the service that used to guarantee people 2 seasons or 2 movies or 2 comedy specials right off the bat without any checking how it does, any reception of anything, the audience, whatever. And this one, when you look at when it came out to the time frame of when it was canceled now, it was such a short time frame. And I feel like that's so wrong and unfair to judge a show and, when realistically it is as good as it is. But yeah, to try and judge it from like, oh, we don't think enough people are watching it. It's like, well, yeah, it's barely been out, honestly, for that long in comparison to so much else. And there's so much more to watch now. So it's not fair. It's not fair. That's why I'm glad I at least made this category.
Great input, Jason. I think I will leave it there from the man, the myth himself. Got just a few comments here. Love the boys and Eddie from Stranger Things Season 4. Yeah, we mentioned Eddie and he was right there. He was right there. 6 nominations, he would have made it.
6.
Ghost from CBS is also tremendous. I have not seen Ghost. A lot of network. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of network television this year. That's for sure. Eric, White Lotus actors, or did I miss them? You missed them. You definitely missed them. Not here. Mr. Jace is happy. And the last one, Eric Thorpe, also Olivia Cook for House of the Dragon, maybe Millie Alcock and Emma Darcy. I haven't seen House of the Dragon.
The whole cast is really good. The whole cast is good.
Across the board.
One person had to go, though, right? One person had to go in. So it was Matt Smith. Matt Smith and Patty Considine. I would like, if I may, to go to our friend Anthony for his categories.
All right.
Anthony, you have the floor, my friend. You can do it one at a time. You can do it all 3 at the same time. You go ahead.
All right, so we have we have worst film, we have biggest surprise, and we have best horror film. I think I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna knock out worst film first.
Let's go, Anthony.
Let's go through that. So, what's up, everybody? Our nominees for worst film: Halloween Ends, Jurassic World Dominion, Me Time, The Mean One, and sorry, Dan, Morbius.
Dan's favorite movie of the year, Morbius.
Dude Bro's favorite film.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Happy birthday, sorry. All right.
These are nominees. Yeah.
Do you want me to knock out the other two, John? Or do you
Sure.
want
Yeah. Sure.
All right. So up next we'll do biggest surprise.
Biggest surprise of the year.
Biggest surprise. First up, we have The Adam Project. Next, we have Bullet Train. And this is one I love too. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And then here's my favorite, Elvis.
Ooh.
And then last but not least, RRR.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
Let's go, baby.
So there we go. So those are our biggest surprises of the year and our nominees. And last up, we have one of my favorite categories, Best Horror Film. All right. Up first, The Black Phone. And then we have Nope. And then we have Scream. And everybody's favorite, Terrifier 2. Man, what a surprise on that one. And of course, X. We had to get X in there. So there we go. Those are our nominees for Best Horror Film. Rubber Duckies, second annual, all of that good stuff.
Hey, Anthony, you said something that got me thinking. Terrifier 2, biggest surprise of the year. I think you're right. I think it's many people's biggest surprise of the year. We didn't nominate it though.
Oh, gotcha.
We didn't nominate it though. It's not nominated for biggest surprise. Is that a big surprise, Anthony?
But at least I'm happy to see it on here. I think there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be happy to see it on here. I think there might have been some people pissed to not see it on here somewhere in some capacity. But even the rest of the list, I mean, all across the board between worst film, biggest surprise, best horror film. I mean, I know we made these lists, so we're all generally in agreement on them. I mean, did any of us? I'm trying to think. I'm looking at it now. Was there any disagreement on any of these? I don't think so, really. Right?
There was one for me, and maybe the guys in the comments can duke it out for us as well. When it, oh wait, no. Sorry, we'll not bring that up. It is another category.
Oh, it's related.
It is related. It is related. Yes, yes.
All right.
Horror.
Yeah.
I think there might have been a little bit on whether X and Pearl could have been mashed into one. I know there have been some reviewers that mashed them into one movie just because they're so close in tone and execution. It's the same director, writer, and actress. So that was one that we were thinking, should we mash them up just into one? Or are they gonna have to duke it out? And we thought in the end they have to duke it out because that's weird. Like we would have to make weird rules and exceptions for every category if that was the case. So we duked it out. X got it over within the Cinema Squad. That's one.
It's because of the sex.
It's all one long porn movie. A good one at that.
That's a won it over for us.
But it looks like our friend Patrick isn't happy. If we look into the comment section.
Let's get into the comment section.
Just real quick, I wanted to just note that.
Immediately he goes boom.
Thank you, Patrick.
Here's Eric. I believe this is for worst film. Moonfall was snubbed.
Eric, you gotta see those 5 on that list. Moonfall was bad, but although I like Morbius better than Moonfall. But,
unless he's talking about biggest surprise, Moonfall. Did he like Moonfall?
No, he didn't like it.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, Lisa, I'm with you. RRR for the win for biggest surprise. I agree. That was my personal choice, Lisa. My input into this category was RRR. I adored that movie when I saw it. And yeah, RRR for the win. I agree, Lisa. I hope you voted for it. Oh, and here. Let's get to this. I'm shocked you have X and no Pearl. What we were just talking about.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why though? Is it because they're not together, or do we think Pearl is better than X? When I say they, I mean the people watching right now. Do we think Pearl is better than X? I don't think so.
No, I think they're both side by side though. I like X just a little bit. I think more than Pearl. Pearl also has a personal meaning, obviously, because Shawn, and I saw it in person together. And it was a really good experience. I just think we shouldn't have had X and Pearl as separate things in the category because that's taking one out. Basically.
Yeah, I agree. You guys in the bottom haven't seen Pearl. You have seen X.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I have at least. Jace, have you?
I thought you saw X.
So that was.
It has a lot of sex. You would like.
I know the sexy stuff being there, but I have not seen the sexy stuff in there.
Yeah. Oh, we have X? Question mark.
It's because it's A24.
Yeah.
Guys, we got Eric's vote already. He says, I'll probably vote for Nope since I saw it.
Okay.
At least. Oh, yeah, that's right. Eric does not
Yeah.
like horror movies. So, and here's one, Anthony, you could mention something here. Nope is more science fiction than horror.
Yeah, I believe that's what there's an argument to be made for that. I guess, but that's Patrick's point, and I'm gonna guess that's what Boo ties to it. Probably it might tie to that. So yeah, I guess we'll have to argue that one out. But in any case, I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. Yeah, I don't know if I agree fully, but I guess a point can be made with that.
It could go to another movie that could be considered a snub, Prey.
Yeah.
People consider it a sci-fi action,
Yeah.
but some reviewers have it in their favorite horrors of the year. I don't think it's horror. I can see the same argument for Nope, but we all came to the consensus Nope is more horror than not.
Yeah.
And I think concerning X and Pearl, they have to battle, and we agreed. They battled, and X won. Morbius was better than Moonfall. Do you agree, Dan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nothing about the movie, but Lisa says that she preferred the performance in Pearl as compared to Mia Goth in X. And I think I personally can agree with that as well.
I can agree with that as well, yeah. But this is for best horror. It's not for best performance yet.
Yes. Tis true. Tis true. And last one before we move on, Prey is action. Yeah. Like, I think so too. But there are people that disagree with me.
Yeah.
They consider it horror.
You know what's just difficult about that is it's because so many genres are realistically subgenres, and so it's very difficult when you say like Prey's action. Could I also not classify Prey as suspense and thriller and you know what I mean, and sci-fi, like, because they're all subgenres when you look at it. And like if we're gonna go ahead and look at it as Prey is action, how many movies are action? You know, it's we gotta say it's a multiplicity of things. So it's a fair point. It is, but it's also other things too.
Yeah.
Jace with the last word. I love it because we are going with me next.
All right.
We're going with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I have 4 categories to announce here, and we are going to start with the Cinema Squad exclusive best sex scene. Best sex scene. Let's get it. Nominees are the Hollywood Party Orgy, the cocaine-filled Hollywood Party Orgy, I may add, from Babylon. Eating Out Dinner from Don't Worry, Darling.
Danny?
Floating Vampire Sex from Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, that sounds hot.
The Scarecrow Bleep from Pearl. And guys, with the possible win because of the actress involved, Jenna Ortega's porn debut in X.
Nice.
Wednesday Addams.
Yes.
Those are our nominees for Best Sex Film, the Cinema Squad exclusive category.
And I love that we can't even get through this category without giggling like a bunch of school children. It's just
No
matter how old we get, Dan. Always keep
sorry
that
for the ad libs.
childish.
I love the ad-libs. Keep on doing them every year. Let's get into our nominees for the category Best Hidden Gem. Nominees are Cha Cha Real Smooth, Hellhole, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, The Outfit, and Vengeance. Best Hidden Gems. Those are our nominees. Let's get into our nominees for Best Screenplay, Adapted or Original. Doesn't matter, just Best Script in general. Nominees are The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Menu, The Outfit, and Tar. One more category to get through. That is Best Ensemble. Best Acting Ensemble nominees are Amsterdam, The Batman, Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is going to be one of many times it appears here. Maybe not. Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, and Women Talking. So those are our nominees for Best Sex Scene, Best Hidden Gem, Best Screenplay, and Best Ensemble. This is where I wanted to mention when it was Anthony's time. We sort of had a disagreement when it came to RRR. with Hidden Gem and Biggest Surprise.
Yes.
It made it into
I'm
Biggest
actually
Surprise.
curious what other people have to say about this.
Yeah, so Lisa, I know if you're watching, you loved our RR. I wanted to have RRR for Hidden Gem. That was my choice originally, but we ended up having a discussion that while RRR was a hidden gem, it is no longer a hidden gem. And I kind of buy into that. Either way, like if it went in or not, I would have been okay with it. But when I believe it was Shawn and Dan who made it, the argument that it was a hidden gem, but it's not a hidden gem anymore. So many people have seen this movie. It has millions upon millions upon millions of views on Netflix, and their clips on YouTube have as many views as freaking Gundam Style. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. So not really a hidden gem. If anything, it's bigger than some of the biggest movies this year now.
Yeah.
So that was one. That was one. And Anthony, I like how you bring up we couldn't stop laughing during best sex scene. That's why we have it. We have it because it is a fun category. We don't have to take it serious. There's a freaking TV show in there. So
you know what else I like about it? It's a shame that that is easily one of the most, or could potentially be one of the most like awkward things to film, right? It's difficult to make that seem believable. You got to remember there's an entire crew of people that are around while they're filming it, and they're trying to make it look like they're actually having sex. You know what I mean? So I almost, to take away from the comedy aspect or the laughing aspect of it, it's like I kind of like that we're acknowledging and giving credit to something that is realistically pretty difficult to pull off in an acting format, you know? So got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
People be making that fucking looking realistic.
Jace, giving some authentic credibility to best sex scene. Good on you. I love that. I love that.
Seriously.
I must also say, Anthony, thank you for choosing Jenna Ortega's porn debut and not the old people having sex.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait, should we
What about
mention
the snub? How about the snub? Should we mention the snub?
Yes, there is a snub. Anthony wanted it so bad, and we had to say, Anthony, no, we had to hold him down. He's like, I'm going to put it.
The infamous scene from Barbarian with the breastfeeding. Unfortunately,
no, say how we said it.
Unfortunately, did not make the cut because we weren't all in agreement on it. So that's that.
And we were going to title it
The Warm Soft Serve from the Crusty Tit.
Or Crusty Titty Milk Scene from Barbarian.
I like Warm Soft Serve personally, but yes.
I like it.
I mean, people are voting. Could they write it? Could they write that one in? I mean,
we do need to consider a write-in category or a write-in option.
Yeah, we should. Maybe next year. Now we got two more serious awards with best screenplay, best ensemble. A lot of great ensembles there. A film that none of us except Jace has seen, Amsterdam, is on there. Jace, we haven't seen it yet, but happy you were able to get your voice heard there. Dan has a lot more acting categories to say up next, but screenplay, that's a big one. That is one that I want to shine a light on for a second, because as much fun as we love to have during the Rubber Duckies, there is some real artistically crafted, quality-driven scripts this year. And I'm happy to say that we were able to put 5 of the best ones. 5 of the best ones, yes, for sure. Are there snubs? Yes, I think there are snubs. I think for me in particular, I love the script for Babylon. And I know Babylon is one of the most divisive films of the year, and I wanted to get it on, but I was outvoted. We were this close to putting on Matt Reeves' Batman, his screenplay. This close. Just to tell you, of the vast number of great scripts out there, we only could choose 5. We could have choose 20. We chose 5. That's that. Let's get into the comments, guys. Let's get into the comments, see what people think about that.
Wow, a lot of variety here in the comments.
Wait, real quick, look at this. The Cinema Squad.
Oh God.
I like it. I want to make that a t-shirt. I want to make that a t-shirt. Oh, here's Lisa. She says, "What can beat floating vampire sex in any world?"
True.
The car sex from Titan from last year. I mean, is
the winner for best sex scene last year, Titan. Yeah, the car sex. That's true. Puss in Boots was snubbed for what? For best sex scene?
He's joking. Yeah.
Not really into that. Not really into that. I
You're
gotta
thinking
admit
of a different pussy.
Oh,
I don't, yeah.
that was a good one. That was also a good one, my friend.
No, thanks.
Best hidden gem is so hard. Okay, we're not into
That's what
that.
she
Okay,
said.
we're done with those jokes.
Oh, that's what she said. I'm sorry.
We're done with those jokes. We're done with those jokes. Great nominees. Thank
We're
you,
never
though.
done with those jokes.
I also agree that Hidden Gem has great. We have some great nominees there for sure. Marcel the Show with Shoes On, I thought was such a great Hidden Gem. That was a film that really took off with reviewers, and I feel more people need to see Marcel the Show, and I hope with our nominations they indeed do. Eric, the Batman. This might be when I mentioned that it almost made it to best script.
Yeah.
Maybe. And Puss in Boots was also snubbed. Is that for screenplay?
I think he's saying it for everything now. I think he's saying it for everything. No, the Batman's for he wants to vote for it for ensemble.
Gotcha.
Which was my pick, Eric. I put it in there.
Yeah. He also agrees that Amsterdam's cast is really good.
Okay, there we go.
Jace.
Man, it's one of those movies where I would highly recommend to not look up the cast beforehand. So the only ones I'll say is because they're the ones that are advertised. Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, and John David Washington, right? Denzel Washington's kid.
Yep.
So they're a really good collective, trio as far as the main stars of the movie, but it's everybody else that pops up in supporting roles. It's kind of one of those where, like, the moment that you just got over the wow factor of who just popped up, someone else pops up. And you're like, oh my God, they're in here. So yeah, I don't look up the cast beforehand because that's half of what makes the movie kind of enticing. Is
Jake, I think a lot of them are in the trailers as well, though. So
and don't watch the trailers.
Just watch the movie. Yeah. It's on HBO Max right now.
It is.
yes,
Patrick says Babylon is cat poo. I completely disagree. And I will say this, right? Because everybody wants to say, oh, it's a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. So the majority like it. Sorry. Ooh. Anyway, I'm just kidding, Patrick. I appreciate your opinion nonetheless, but I really love Babylon. As long as Everything Everywhere isn't nominated, we'll get back to that.
Well, at least I can say this. It's not, he could be happy. EEAO is not nominated. EEAAO, on the other hand, we have no idea.
That's true. I'm madly writing these down to do a video. Lisa, yes, thank you. I can't wait for that to come out. Thank you for the promotion. Wow.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Dan, 40 minutes in, we are going to you, my friend, and your 4 categories. Let me know what you're going to start with, and I'll find the card and put it up, my friend.
We'll start with Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress. All right.
Number 1, the girl from Morbius. No. Claire Foy for Woman Talking. Dakota Johnson for Cha Cha Real Smooth. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Mary Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin. And Stephanie Su for Everything Everywhere All at Once. You got it. You did it. We got it. We got some cool ones I want to talk about this once you finish rattling off, Dan. Well, what we're going to next? How about we'll go to Best Supporting Actor? Best Supporting Actor. Let's get it, Dan. Jared Leto. No. Best Supporting Actor. Best Supporting Actor. Barry Keoghan for The Banshees of Inisherin. Brad Pitt for Babylon. Daryl McCormick for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. Ke-Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Miles Teller for Top Gun Maverick. Nice. I like those as well. Can't wait to get into that. What's next, my friend? Let's just do actress, leading actress, and then leading actor. Leading actress. Leading actress. Cate Blanchett for Qatar. Danielle Deadwyler for Till. Emma Thompson for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. Mia Goth, Pearl. And Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Some stacked categories. Let's end it with lead actor, Dan. Lead actor. Austin Butler, Elvis. Brendan Fraser, The Whale. Ray Fiennes, The Menu. Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, and Zach Villa for Hypochondriac.
Nice.
Our 4 biggest acting awards of the night, supporting and leading. Damn, great job. Great job. All right. I want to touch on our supporting actress race here. It was so funny when Jace, you said Stephanie Sue, Everything Everywhere, and right behind you comes Anthony. He says Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything
For
Everywhere.
Halloween ends.
Whoa, we were scared. We were scared. We were scared. Like, that is a supporting performance, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to see it because, believe it or not, it seems the award race when it comes to the Oscars and the Golden Globes, it almost looks that Stephanie Sue and Jamie Lee Curtis are battling for that spot of supporting actress. And a lot of people don't even really like Jamie Lee Curtis enough to vote for her because they think she doesn't have that big of a role. Anthony, what's the defense here? What's great about Jamie Lee Curtis?
Would say she's, my God. I mean, she was so memorable in what she did in that movie. There was a lot to handle there. She was arguably over. I don't want to say over the top because that sounds bad, but like over the top in a good way. I'll put it that way. Like, just very memorable. It's such a strong performance. I feel like there was so much energy there, as opposed to maybe some of, I don't want to say as opposed to some of other performances, but I mean, there was just so much energy and life to that. She really brought her A game in that. I don't know. And it felt like a unique performance for her too. Like, I feel like I've never seen her in any role quite like that before. So I guess you guys could tell who went. Obviously, it was
The audience can't tell, but after the fact, we will be able to tell who voted for who and what's the percentage. I'm curious as to, between Stephanie Sue and Jamie Lee Curtis, who the audience thought was better in that. Dan, you picked Claire Foy in that for Women Talking. Women Talking hasn't released in a lot of theaters yet. It hasn't released over here as well, but we've seen it already. We were able to see it through other means, and you chose Claire Foy over the awards darling, Jessie Buckley. Yeah.
Well, if you remember, I actually wanted to say Rooney Mara. I know it's probably a hot take, but I loved Rooney Mara in that film like the most. Yeah. But I do think all 3 of them, and really the whole cast, does a great job. That's why it's in acting ensemble. But yeah, I don't know. I just went with Claire Foy.
I gotcha. Jace, how you feeling about the two Top Gun boys being in their respective categories?
I love it, man. I think it's a proper fit. It's one of those where that movie in general, I'm glad it's getting so much love as it is, especially the performances within it, even though it could be argued that it's simplistic, but it's simplistic in the best of ways.
Yeah. I get that. Some people may say it's just A New Hope all over again, but so was The Force Awakens.
Actually, it's funny how much Top Gun does relate to the Star Wars scene, the whole them destroying the Death Star and stuff. It mirrors it. Everything, the whole trajectory of the flight pattern that they take in that last mission is the Death Star run from Star Wars.
Actor wise, I want to shine a light here on Austin Butler for Elvis. Everybody's loving Austin Butler and Elvis. Everyone. There have been some comments that I've skipped just for the sake of continuity that have just Austin Butler for Elvis, Austin Butler for Elvis, Austin Butler for Elvis. People love Austin Butler and Elvis, but may I point you somewhere real quick? If you have the opportunity to check this film out while it's still in theaters, watch The Whale. It doesn't matter if you like the movie or not. I'm not saying it just because the movie's great or whatever. Brendan Fraser is a revelation as his role as Charlie in The Whale. That is, I think I told Jace, somebody who played George of the Jungle, the guy from The Mummy, and he was a good actor, sure. But who would have thought he was better than 99% of Hollywood after watching The Whale? Incredible. If you haven't seen The Whale, check out The Whale, and hopefully you agree and give him a vote. Or if you haven't seen The Whale, don't see The Whale, give him a vote anyways. On my part. You saw it in theaters, right? I did see it in theaters. Yep.
Nice. I saw it by other means.
Leading actress here is a little funny story. Anthony, you voted for Mia Goth, but for X.
I did. Okay, yeah. Geez, I'm forgetting now, but yeah. Long day. Sorry, guys. I don't know. It's just I don't want to spoil anything, I guess, but everybody's probably seen that movie by now. Just the fact that she's just doing 2 roles, and I feel like and nailing both of them completely, 100%. I don't know. I just thought that was very impressive, on her part, and yeah. So that's my thoughts on that.
But we almost rushed you, right, Anthony? We said, Anthony, I know you haven't seen Pearl, but if you did, I would bet my lung you would choose her role in Pearl over S.
Yeah, fair enough. I
took our word. You took our word.
An honest pick, so that's why I went with X. But yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and that may in fact be the case. But either way, that's where we landed.
For sure. All right, let's get to some of these comments. All right. Where are we? We got John C in the side says, yeah. Oh,
going on, John.
All right, Eric. He says, I like Michelle Yeoh, so I don't mind her being nominated. Just don't enjoy the film overall.
Goodness gracious.
Let's not even talk about this. Patrick goes, you guys are haters. No love for Vicky Creeps. Anti-IFC bias. No. Vicky Creeps. Is this for Corsage?
What was she in? Yeah.
I believe she's in a film called Corsage. It's a foreign film or international film, if you will. And I hear great things about Vicky Creeps. There's just no way Vicky Creeps is contending with our lead actress category. I think that lead actress category is so stacked. I don't know if she's going to win the Rubber Ducky, but in my opinion, Cate Blanchett gives a performance of a lifetime. So she wasn't going to make it, I feel. I'm sorry. We also got Eric here who says, Jamie Lee Curtis is my least favorite part of that movie. Eric, don't even.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. Where's the love for Jamie?
She was just off-putting to him.
It was the hot dog fingers, wasn't it?
I think it was the hot dog fingers and the ketchup and mustard coming out of them. I'm not kidding. That's actually in the movie if you haven't seen.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it. Jamie Lee, snooze. Come on.
Not a lot of love for Jamie Lee Curtis in the pot tonight. Oh, well. Okay.
I guess not. Rooney Mara is great, but even her being in it, I don't think I want to see women talking. So it just looks agonizingly boring to me. Rooney Mara's good
honest,
too.
Man. He's honest.
Yeah, Rooney Mara almost made it into our list as well. Almost. Let's see. I cannot wait to see The Whale from Lisa. I can't wait for you to see it as well, just for his performance. And Lisa says, I'm so confident he's got my best actor vote, and I haven't seen it yet. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Voting like a true Academy Award voting body. Don't see the movies and vote for whoever says to vote for. Anthony forgot who he voted for. Nuff said, no.
He forgot for which project.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we remembered who. Yeah.
Yes. And it was Corsage. Lost in the Reel is here, guys. He must be on his break. Where's the love?
Hey, Shawn.
We gotta stay positive.
Good point.
And hot dogs fingers are the worst. They're not the worst.
I mean, you can't, knock it till you try it, Eric. So
I have gloves. I'll wear them to the Rubber Duckies.
Let's go, Dan. Oh, Jace, you're ending us off, my friend.
Ooh,
in a non-sexual way.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. It'll be just as fun though. So, okay, we're just jumping right on into it. First one up to bat here that we'll do is best animated film.
Best animated film. All right.
And we're gonna do this in epic voice guy fashion. The Rubber Duckies Best Animated Film nominations are DC League of Super Pets, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Mad God, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and Turning Red.
Oh, Jace, why didn't you host this?
Well,
I quit.
You have to maintain that voice throughout, though.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, it takes practice.
All right, Jace, where are we going to next?
All right, well, let's see. Next, we'll do best superhero film.
All right.
Best superhero film nominations are The Batman, Black Adam, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Samaritan.
Great.
Some good picks. Good picks.
Good picks. Good
Yeah,
picks.
all right. I don't know about what everyone else thinking here, but I like them picks. Let's move on to Best Director.
Ooh.
Best Director nominations are Damien Chazelle, Babylon, The Daniels, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Jordan Peele, Nope, Park Chan-wook, Decision to Leave, and Ty West for X.
Those are some great choices there. Some real great choices there.
I think these are heavy contenders here. Well,
Jace,
looks like
this is the big one.
One last
Big
one
one.
here, which is for Best Picture, everybody. Excited for this one. The Cinema Squad's Rubber Duckies second annual nominations for the Best Picture are Avatar, The Way of Water, Babylon, The Batman, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, The Menu, Tar, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, baby. What a list.
Yes.
Jace,
I
great
think that is-
job
yeah, that's
on that voice.
Good
Oh,
job.
what?
Jake.
Yeah, good job, man. Nice.
You ever
No,
thought
for
about
sure.
being a YouTuber?
I mean, I've given it some consideration, but
Like specifically like superhero stuff. I don't know. Bergero
Yeah.
car. I just came out of my head. It just came out of my head.
Yes.
I do like that nickname.
Hey, I really like our choices for Best Picture, but let's backtrack. Let's go to Best Animated real quick. Good choices there as well. I think there's an outlier here. I don't mean quality-wise. I just mean it's just weird because I never heard of Mad God. And Anthony has been talking about this film. Yeah, you, Anthony, since the beginning of like 2022 or whenever it came out.
Yeah.
Must have felt that long. Anthony,
It's
Um,
it's one
yeah.
of the rare times that like a newer thing came out and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna review it. Like you guys know, unless it's like 40, 50, 60 years old, I just don't review it. I don't take the time.
That's true.
But you know what though? I had some gray area here because this movie was in progress for like 30 years. It was,
Ooh.
so anyway, so yeah, I highly recommend it. I believe I hope it's still on Shudder. So if anybody hasn't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Check it out. Stop motion. It's stop motion. It's a weird one. The less said, the better, because it's something that I think you have to go into and sort of interpret for yourself and find the meaning in it. And I highly recommend it. I've been championing that movie for a while. So yeah,
I want to see it, Anthony, but it's just the shudder of
no,
it
I
all.
hear you. So if not everybody has that, so fair enough.
Joe's the only other one that has it. But we could all get his login information. Just everybody DM Joe on Instagram and just ask him for his Shutter login, so he'll pass it along happily.
Yeah, I'm
He
sure
will happily as well.
He's not busy now or anything, so he'll have time to.
Exactly. He's got plenty of spare time. That's why he's not here.
Yes.
Eric Thorpe's Puss in Boots is in Best Animated Feature. I hope you're happy with that, Eric. I just saw the movie today and loved it. I thought it was a great film. Great animated film. I think Dan agrees, correct?
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Jace, your thing, man, your niche, superheroes.
Yeah.
What do you think about the 5 we picked?
I definitely think that there are some great contenders. It's funny because after we've gone through our picks, I happen to be the one that tossed out Wakanda Forever into the mix. And it's funny because now, after going over it more, and I was really kind of, going back and forth when we first made our choices, but I might be leaning towards a different one at the moment, is all I'll kind of say. I'm still happy Wakanda Forever made the list. I really am. I feel like it deserves to be up there for all the movies that were released from this year. But yeah, I mean, some good competition there.
No Thor Love and Thunder, though, and that's okay with me.
And as it shouldn't be.
I think in a year where only 5 superhero movies came out and one of them was Thor Love and Thunder, we would have had 4 nominees instead of 5.
So I actually have Thor: Love and Thunder over Doctor Strange, but I understand the popularity.
My goodness.
And actually, entertainment-wise, I'd probably have Morbius over Doctor Strange.
Funnily
This also
enough,
added-
Anthony hates Doctor Strange just as much.
Oh, I mean, it fell apart in so many areas. I don't know that I can say I hated it. I just didn't love it. I don't know. I'm conflicted on it. It took me like maybe 2 times, 3 times to like just complete the movie. It was just a messy movie. It's just a messy movie. A missed opportunity. And I was hyped for that one, but
yeah, it could have been more. I thought I liked it a lot more than other people, but yeah, it could have been more. I like the list because it gave me some spotlight onto a new movie I hadn't heard from prior to us talking about, which was Samaritan. So very excited to check that one out. I noticed it's on Amazon Prime, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and hop on that at some point.
Stars Sylvester Stallone.
Which I did not realize either until I saw the picture.
I know Anthony will be into that.
Yeah, no, I also highly recommend another show he's in. Side note too, but yeah, I'm a big Stallone fan. Love Rocky, love Rambo, love all that stuff. So yeah, anything with Stallone.
Let's talk about Best Picture here, guys. This is the big one. This is the big one in any award ceremony, especially the Rubber Duckies. There is one film though that has no nominations anywhere, except for Best Picture. That is Avatar: The Way of Water. James Cameron did almost make it into Best Director. We didn't mention that, but he did almost make it into Best Director. Didn't quite make it. Avatar's the only film here with no nominations anywhere else, but we just thought in a year where Avatar 2 comes out, how can we not have it in Best Picture?
Which created an entirely two separate discussions, right? When one is just like, yeah, right, how can we not have it in there? It seems like it should be, but I feel like a side pocket discussion within that is, does that really fair though? It's just like, well, it's Avatar 2, so we have to throw it in there, right? It's got to be in Best Picture. I mean, I do feel like at least it's deserving out of a lot of things that came out. There was a lot of good stuff from the year, but let's be honest, a lot of trash too. And this did stand out amongst a lot of the rest as far as something good and worthwhile. So it is deserving to be on the list. It'd be weird if it wasn't there.
Rubber Duckies aside, I personally think that it is one of James Cameron's weakest scripts, but I thought his direction in it was extraordinary. I thought the visuals goes without saying, but I'm sorry. I will also say this, that doesn't have to be nominated for anything else. Dude, when you go and watch that movie in 3D in the best premium format that you can at a cinema, it reminds you that like this is movies. This is cinema.
That's true.
This is cinema. Sure, there are films like that within our list that we could say the same thing. Babylon, Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Top Gun, Maverick. That's cinema too, but there's something unique, something refreshing from that first Avatar leading into here that you walk out going, how is this still possible? And that doesn't really happen too much anymore. It seems like the veil has been lifted when it comes to the movie industry, and we know how things are made, how things are done, and yet you can sit down and watch this movie in 2022 and go, how the heck do people still do that? What is this? How is this possible? Is that real? Are the Na'vi real people? It's great. It's great. And that's really all I got to say when it comes to Avatar, but great choices all around when it comes to picture. Any other ones you guys just want to bring up with picture, or we want to move on?
I do want to give, I know we've talked about it like a lot, and yet I feel it's maybe still not talked about enough, is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And Eric, this is just for you. But on a very serious note here, this movie is a game changer. And I think it's just one of those where from myself, if I, as big of a superhero fanatic as I am, can sit here and honestly and wholeheartedly and genuinely tell you that between Multiverse of Madness and Everything Everywhere All at Once, and if you're saying which is a better multiverse movie, Jace, if I wanted a good multiverse experience, which one should I watch? Without a doubt, no hesitation, Everything Everywhere All at Once. On top of the fact that it's just an insanely creative, trippy, out there movie, it is also so emotionally impactful. Yeah. The performances throughout are absolutely incredible. The story is very, very impactful on a different level as well. It's just something that all around I can't really speak highly enough about. It's been a while since I left a theater feeling that type of way about something, again, that's not superhero related, where I already had some investment in the IP going into it. So if you haven't seen it already, do yourself a favor and find a way to check that out, because it's very, very much worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a movie without multiverse stuff in it is better than is a better multiverse movie than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse.
Jesus.
Man, the
Oh,
the editing for Everything Everywhere All at Once, incredible. The direction and writing for Everything Everywhere All at Once, so utterly ridiculously original. People that say there's no more originality in films can go kiss my you-know-what.
Yeah.
There is a film out there called Everything Everywhere All at Once. It is made by A24. And it is the highest grossing A24 movie of all time and has gained so much backing and popularity throughout the year because people have seen it. And sure, you don't have to like it, but you cannot deny the fact, in the same way you can't deny that Avatar is a spectacle. You cannot deny the fact that Everything Everywhere All at Once is an original masterpiece of a film. And Shawn, I think, has brought it up before. It's in his top 50 favorite films of all time.
Mine too.
Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. And I've got to agree with that sentiment. Guys, we only got a few comments. Just going to hit those comments. And then one more announcement. And we're out of here.
Sure.
Patrick says, no Till, no Devotion. I haven't seen Devotion.
I think if Shawn even saw it, none of us have. I don't know if Shawn even has. Because I know he had it. He told me he has the screener for it, but I don't know if he's seen it. Till, the only thing was in there, Daniel Deadwyler for Till.
Yeah.
And I like Till.
But
Yeah. On the very opposite side. I do not like Till. I thought Till was very bland, very cliche, and very forgettable. And that's with all respect to Dan, who really loves it, and he has his own, great defenses for it as well. Check out Till if you haven't. Of course, I want everyone to make up their own opinion about the film. We got the Riddler here who says it's good to see the Batman's in there. Hopefully, for your sakes, it wins Best Picture.
Okay. That's terrifying.
Patrick and Lisa. They have my kids.
You get some sleep tonight. Okay.
Lisa and Patrick love the Samaritan Pig. Awesome. That is so good. And then we're going to end it here with Lisa, who says, I cannot wait to see Till. I know the story behind it. It's heartbreaking. That's 100%.
Yeah.
It is heartbreaking. It is tough to watch, but it's almost too tough sometimes.
Yeah.
They have like a prosthetic of the body. Oh man, it's hard to watch. Guys, for the 1 hour that we have been here, and we will be ending in just a second, down below, it's been slowly scrolling. The Rubber Duckies. The Rubber Ducky ceremony is officially happening Sunday, February 9th on Lost in the Real. Lost in the Real's channel info is down below in the description. My friends, there's one more announcement to make here before we leave. And that is that voting has officially opened. Many people have voted already. I have skipped over those comments, but many people have voted already. It is down in the description below. It's the very first thing you'll see that says vote here. But if you don't want to just click on a button, you can take a screenshot of this. We have a QR code, guys. We're fancy like that. We got a QR code. We bougie. Bad and bougie with a QR code. Take a screenshot and share it with your friends, with your families, with your enemies, like Mr. Lost in the Real said. Post it on your Instagram. Post it on your Instagram stories. Post it on your Facebook. Post it on your Facebook stories. Believe it or not, they have those.
Post it on your face and walk around.
Post it on your face and walk around. We have our important dates on there as well as where you can watch the ceremony. And of course, at the very bottom, follow the Cinema Squad on Instagram for updates and more info. My friends, the Cinema Squad, as is, it has been a pleasure. It has been a fun time. And I think this is only one of many Rubber Ducky nomination live streams that we will have moving forward. This is fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Super fun. Well, I don't have an outro, so I will just end this 1 hour stream saying vote, 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 share. And we shall see you guys February 19th, baby, with Jace hosting.
What? Well, it would be an honor. Go, yeah.
No, you're good. I have nothing to
Was
say.
gonna say, very much looking forward to it. Super excited. Cannot wait to have the whole gang together, to be able to have the pleasure of just kind of keeping the momentum of things going. But let's be real here, right? It's a collective experience. I'm just gonna be the one kind of as far as maybe to point in a certain direction, and then we're all like, okay, cool, we'll go there. But otherwise, guys, super much looking forward to it. I can't echo what John is saying enough here. Please go ahead and vote if you haven't already. Right? I mean, there's only been so much time, so I'm not going to hold it against you, but really get on top of that. And do us a favor if you can, right? It's something where even if somebody is not aware of the Cinema Squad, of the Rubber Duckies, it's open to anybody. So just the more voting, the better, the more the merrier type thing. So send it to friends, family, whatever, right? You know, go ahead and, like Dan was saying, post it on your face. We greatly appreciate it. And obviously stop by for the live ceremony and see if your picks end up being the winners, right?
Yeah.
With that, I guess I'm in charge of closing this now, apparently. So, okay, everybody, you go out there. Other than voting, you have a great rest of the evening, and then you vote, and then make sure you have a great night's sleep, and then vote. And then when you wake up and you reminisce about the great treat you had, vote again, have some great breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day, followed by voting. Then go ahead, let your mom and dad know if they're still around that you love them. If not, go ahead and think about it for a moment, and then vote. And whatever else your regular daily activities are, go ahead and do that, and then vote. So with that, good night, everybody. I don't think I have the capabilities to end this because I'm not logged in. So if someone wants to hit
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave, guys. Right? All right, everybody. We love you. All right,
See you
we'll
next
see ya.
month.
Thank
We'll
you, everyone.
see ya.
Good night.